Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show, Jack Chow on East West with G&E TV. Several times, probably this is the fifth time we're talking about the Michael Brown case, the shooting death by police officers. The poor guy was buried past Monday, I believe. At the funeral, there was a big ceremony, and lots of voices are made, lots of voices are heard. That, according to the ceremony, to lots of speakers, even ketone speakers at the ceremony, was not the end of the whole thing. And some even say it's a start of a new campaign, of a movement of some kind. Anyway, join me today in the fifth discussion of the same event is my good friend, Mr. Wild Chan, attorney at law of Southern California. He was previously involved with the Wall Street as their attorney, legal consultant. That was your role. And now he's doing commercial and criminal litigation. So now, once again, Mr. Chan, welcome to my show.
Thank you very much.
Yes, last time you were here, and also you were in a debate with one of my other friends over the same case. But yet today, with you only, would like to review what happened with the case. And also, I have done some homework. I put together some of the similar cases. I believe you did the same thing, right?
Yes, so quite a few.
What do they have in common, please?
It's
the cases.
Police brutality or violation.
Mm-hmm.
And then the victims always the colored people.
Uh-huh.
And then the police chief will make a false press release, misleading the public. And then, in most cases, you will find the coroner's report are either deficient or misleading or 100% outright false.
All right, okay.
And then and they will try to withhold the information, either the report, investigation, or the video recording, until maybe 10 or a year later.
Okay.
So unless, like the recent case, Mr. Brown's case, the federal and the family try to do an independent so-called coroner's report or autopsy, then you will get a true results. That's absolutely contrary to what's been produced by the government, by the police.
All right. Probably let's push back a little to the conclusion about the finding of all the cases in similarity. First, let's talk about the Michael Brown case. I myself, I have no problem with the police officers. I have no problem with the system. I do have problem. The only area that I do have problem is that sometimes you see the obvious fact, so obvious that even a child can give you an answer, and yet you're not expecting any answers. You're not getting any answers to the right place. For example, even though they say in the Michael Brown's case, even though they say the investigation takes time, but yet now with the autopsy report, which disclosure says that it has 6 bullet wounds on the body.
From the front.
From the front, right? And there's one even got in from the top of his head, right? So is there any technical explanation about it? I know you were in criminal court for several times, and the judging the way you talk, you're the one doing the walking, talking, whatever, walkie-talkie thing in court, right? Pointing fingers and pointing to the facts, right? So, to your experiences, do you think with the autopsy report finding, you can formulate you can do kind of like analysis to put up a structure about how things were happening, happened step by step?
Yeah. First, I must point out that in the Anglo-American legal system,
Mm-hmm.
it's very different from the Oriental or the European system.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in a criminal case,
Mm-hmm.
no private citizen is allowed to bring a criminal charge
Mm-hmm.
against
Except the
another
government.
party. Only the DA, the district
Yeah, that's right.
attorneys,
That means the government.
or the federal agencies.
The federal
They
agencies,
can
yeah.
commence a
Mhm.
criminal prosecution
Mm-hmm.
against a party.
I see.
And therefore, like, sometimes we talk about the Kerry Thomas case, the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The family could not do anything on the criminal side except going through the DA's office.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
And you know, in this country, you talk about due process protection. Even you have the evidence
Mm-hmm.
to any layman is
Uh-huh.
100% guilty, and yet
Uh-huh.
you cannot conclude
Mm-hmm.
in the eyes of law because you have to go through the trial
Mm-hmm.
by jury.
All right. Okay.
And as you probably remember,
Mm-hmm.
the jury verdict in the Kerry Thomas case,
Mm-hmm. Kerry Thomas, yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that the pictures and video all show there was excessive police force causing the fatal death.
Yeah. So obviously it was on the video clip says already while putting the gloves on. See these? Yeah, these will f you up.
Yes.
And the guy was effed up. And then that's a blatant murder,
Yes.
planned murder,
Yes.
right? So the target of that thing is to murder him because he wants to f him up. So how can they find him innocent, not guilty? I don't know.
Well, as you know that
Mm-hmm.
when you file a complaint or a charge against someone,
Mm-hmm.
if the complaint itself is defective,
Mm-hmm.
there's a potential problem. It limits your rights to discovery. That's
All right.
exactly what happened to the Kerry Thomas case, remember?
Oh
They
yeah,
had to go
you
through the
mentioned,
appeal,
you
the
mentioned that.
petition.
You mentioned
That's right.
about that. Uh-huh.
Because
But-
the original complaint was probably not structured strong enough or sound enough, and the discovery was not conducted properly.
Mhm.
That's why until the last minute, a lot of problems.
And the same thing happened to O.J. Simpson's case, because the evidence was gathered in a way which was supposed to be illegal or not illegal or defective in your term.
Mhm.
So the finding itself doesn't count, right?
Yes.
Okay, now what we have here is a body with 3 bullet wounds on, right? It's a dead body, and the autopsy reports finds the entry of the bullets, finds the outlet of the bullets, and find the wounds of each and every then pinpointed. So how can we put together? Can we or cannot we put together a structure of what happened?
Okay. Assuming that you have a perfect complaint,
Mm-hmm.
very comprehensive, well structured, covering everything.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you can convict that criminal either.
No.
Because you have to go through the trial.
No. I'm not
You have to
saying.
convince the jury.
I'm not saying to convince, right? It's because it's too early, and you have to go through due process of the court of the law,
trial.
right? The trial, whatever. But at this stage, do you think somebody owes the whole society, the whole people, we the people, an explanation about what happened, or
I
what
think-
might happen?
Yes.
What might have happened?
In that regard, I agree with Jack that it has to be a full disclosure, it has to be transparent. Simultaneously, that actually can be accomplished based on current technology, because you can put a camera on the dashboard of the police
Yeah,
car,
all right.
you can put a camera on the shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
correct, of the police,
Uh-huh.
and make them simultaneous uploading to the cloud.
Uh-huh. But right now,
And then-
it's optional.
That cloud should not be controlled by the police, by a third party like Google, for example. then the public can have instant simultaneous access.
You misunderstood me. You're talking about in the future how we can prevent such,
Yes.
right? I am talking at this moment, can we, the people, upon the finding of the 6 bullets, of the 6 wounds caused by bullet, formulate a structure to put together, to fake a structure. Let's use the word to fake a structure about what might have happened.
Well, there's only, we call it media coverage or the expert opinion. There has no legal binding force until after a trial by the jury. So you still have to convince the jury. If the jury is really biased based on the structure there, it could be a problem.
Sometimes, of course, we're talking about the legal terms, right?
Yes.
Okay. Legal terms are you're talking about laws made by people. So we are the people. We are the people who make the laws. At least we are the people who selected our officials who later on made the laws. Am I right?
Yes.
All right. That is one aspect. The other aspect is about common sense. Do you think in this society, common sense still counts? If I shoot at you, you're the one wounded, not me. Oh, maybe not.
No, I think the common sense is very clear in each and every case. That's why you have a lot of demonstration.
Yes.
However, common sense alone demonstration have no legal binding force. That's why all those police are put on so-called pay leave.
So you're saying, to make it clear to
You have
our
to go
audience,
further.
No, you are saying, to make it clear to our audiences, common sense does not have any binding force.
Not at all, unfortunately.
Not at all.
So we have to take further steps.
Okay, all right. So, all right, that's enough. That's enough. Let's take a short moment now. When we come back, we'll find out that how common sense can or cannot make sense or have any binding force. So, do the laws based upon those brains that is fed by common sense. So, let's take a short moment now.